Alright, so who can tell me what we've been learning about this week in reading? Samson. Thick and thin question. What does it mean to be a thick or thin question? Kyle.
The thin questions are like short answers and short questions, and the thick questions are big answers and big questions.
Very good. Do you have another definition you want to share? You think that's good? Samson, you got to tell me one more thing?
Thin questions are like where the setting is, it's kind of obvious, and then thick questions is like questions you have to take a moment to think about and have to get like some details to figure that question out.
Okay, so today we're going to be going over thin and thin questions again. Remember, thin is explicit and thick are implicit. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is take a look at this picture. What do you see? In your head, what do you see?
Chick-fil-A.
Think about it for just a second. First of all, I want you to tell me what kind of questions are these right here. Where is this? What is this? What do you hear? What do you do here? And what do you see? What kind of question is that? Rosie?
Usually like...
Is that a thick or a thin question?
Thin.
Those are thin questions. Very good. Alright, so tell me, turn and talk with a partner about what you can tell me about this as far as thin question goes. Tell your partner a thin Good. Does anyone have any connection to Chick-fil-A that they can make? Kaya, give me a connection that you have to Chick-fil-A. Kyle, what does our school have every so often?
Chicken nuggets.
Jason.
Like you can get food there.
Yeah. That would be...
There's also, they have a playground so you can play.
Good, but I'm looking for a connection. So I want you to make a connection with Chick-fil-A, and then I want to hear your thin questions. What does our school normally do with Chick-fil-A? Every couple of weeks we have... Spirit night, guys. Now you got to Spirit night? Yeah, okay. All right. 2 people, tell me a thin question that you have about Chick-fil-A. Samson.
What do you eat there?
Okay. And let's hear from Reagan. Where is it? Good. All right. Let's go to our next one. All right. What do you wonder about this picture? Does this picture look familiar to anybody?
Yes.
What is in this picture? Kathy, what do you see in the picture? What do you see in that picture right there? We're learning about it in social studies.
I know.
Aiden. Boston Tea Party. Very good. So what do you wonder about this picture? Turn and talk to a partner.
I know you said that.
You can hear my voice. Your voice should be off. Somebody share a wonder question, which is also what? A thick question, right? Now we're talking about thick questions. Tell me a thick question, Graham.
I wonder if they took the ship, took it to England, and then did the Boston Tea Party there. I wonder what would happen.
Very good in-depth question, because you can't tell that from that picture, right? You'd either have to do research or read really deep into your text. Good.
Northern people.
Very good. Do you think that would tell us that in the text then? If that had a paragraph with it, that could maybe be a thin question.
There was over 1,000 people.
Very good. Jet.
Why did you choose Mohawk Indians?
I like that question. Good job. All right. So why do we ask questions? What is the point of me teaching you thick and thin questions? Max.
I think asking thick and thin questions will maybe better our text and annotations.
Very good, because remember when we have book clubs, me and Miss Tidwell are always like, think deeper. What can you tell me? What can you tell me more about other than just on the surface? So when we use thick and thin questioning when we're making our annotations, if I'm sitting down reading my book and I say, hey, I wonder why the author said it that way. Why didn't they say like. And then you write that question down, and maybe later you take it to book club, and you get to answer it, and you can have more meaningful conversations in book club, right?
Right.
So that's why we're learning how to do thick and thin questions. So you guys already told me that thick and thin questions, you can find the answer easily, the answers are short, and it doesn't take a lot of time to find them. I can find them within reading a couple sentences, right?
Yes.
So here, did you guys do sentence starters? We did sentence starters the other day. Do you remember any of the sentence starters for a thin question, Samson?
I think it was like where it was.
Juliana, do you remember? Good. Where?
Wait.
Look right here.
Oh yeah, I was.
Miles?
When?
Yeah.
Who?
So typically your sentence starters for questions, thin questions are where, when, who, and how many. Very good, guys. Alright, thick questions we said were harder to answer. They make you think and search for the answer. And you need evidence from your text. Because you can't just think up a question, right? You have to be reading your text and say, I wonder about something in the text, correct? Alright, sentence stems for thick question. Kyle.
What, like, am I supposed to read?
You can.
Okay. What if?
What if? Good. Kaya.
What like?
Mm-hmm. Good. And then, of course, I wonder, right? All right. So now we're going to practice. What's going to happen is I'm going to read this mentor text to you guys. While I'm reading the mentor text, I want you to write down 2 to 3 thick and thin questions. Your thin question goes on your yellow sticky note, which I've already given you, and your thick question goes on your orange sticky note. You need a sticky note. There. Okay. Are we ready? Do we have any questions? Kyle, what's your question?
How did you make this slide?
How did I make that? On Prezi. Alright, we're going to read Judy Blume, The Pain and the Great One. We're only going to read the pain part of the pain and the great one. So remember, what are you supposed to be doing while I'm reading this book, Samson?
Annotating.
Annotating.
Listen.
How are you going to annotate?
Listening.
Using your thick and thin questions, correct? Okay. My brother's a pain. He won't get out of the bed in the morning. Mom has to carry him into the kitchen. He opens his eyes when he smells his cornflakes. Can any of you relate to this? Got a brother or sister who mom babies a little bit? Right? He should get dressed himself. He's 6. He's in the 1st grade, but he's so pokey. Dad has to help him or he'd never be ready in time and always miss the bus. He cries if I leave without him. Then Mom gets mad and yells at me, which is another reason why my brother is a pain. Right here, I said that I was wondering, why does the sister care that the mom and the dad help the brother so much? Is that a thick or a thin question?
Thick.
Thick, right? Because I can't just read the text or look at the picture to find the answer. He's got to be the first to show Mom his schoolwork. She says ooh and ah over all his pictures, but aren't that great at all, but just ordinary 1st grade stuff. At dinner, he picks at his food. He's not supposed to get dessert if he doesn't eat his meat, but he always gets it anyway. Any connections?
Mm-hmm.
Do you maybe get dessert first sometimes for dinner?
No.
No.
Only once.
When he takes a bath, my brother is a pain. Powders the whole bathroom and never gets his face clean. Daddy says he's learning to take care of himself. I say he's a slob.
That's what it is.
My brother the pain is 2 years younger than me, so how come he gets to stay up as late as I do? Which isn't really late enough for somebody in the 3rd grade. I asked Mom and Daddy about that. They said, you're right, you are older, you should stay up late. So they tucked the pain into bed. I couldn't wait for the fun to begin. I waited, and waited, and waited, but Daddy and Mom just sat there reading books. What can you infer from this page?
She likes to have fun,
She likes to have fun, but what?
but she doesn't get it.
But maybe Mom and Dad are boring at nighttime when she goes to sleep, right? Finally, I shouted, I'm going to bed. We thought you wanted to stay up later, they said. I did, but without the pain, there's nothing to do. Remember that tomorrow, Mom said, and smiled. And I had a question on this page. I said, why did the girl shout to her parents that she was going to bed early? What do you think? Is that a thick or a thin question?
Then
Why do you think that the girl was shouting she was going to bed? Because she was bored. No one cared that she was awake. Her brother wasn't there to play, right? But the next day, my brother was a pain again. When I got a phone call, he danced around me singing stupid songs at the top of his lungs. Why does he always have to act that way? And why does he always want to be a garbage man when I build a city out of blocks? Who needs him knocking down buildings with his dumb dump truck? And I would really like to know why the cat sleeps on the Payne's bed instead of mine, especially since I'm the one who feeds her. That's the meanest thing of all. I don't understand how Mom and Dad can say the Payne is lovable. She's always kissing him and hugging him and doing that disgusting things like that. And Daddy says the Payne was just what they wanted. Yuck. I think they love him better than me. Alright, take 5 seconds to finish up your 2 to 3 thick and thick questions, and when you're done, you may turn and talk to your elbow partner about what you thought about the story. Guys, if you haven't already turned and talked, you can go ahead and do that now.
Okay. How annoyed is she? My only question is why is she annoyed?
Why does the cat? Cat sleep with who? Why does the cat sleep What's up, camera?
Like maybe she's doing something very good, and like
Yeah, good. If you can turn this out. Can you hear my voice complex? Did you hear my voice complex? Thank you. Did we get some good questions?
Yeah.
Maybe so?
we didn't get it.
Alright, before I hear your questions, I want to tell you what I was thinking about during the story. Does anyone want to volunteer to read 1 or 2 of my thick or thin questions? Kyle.
Yeah. What does the girl's brother eat for breakfast?
And that is a thin question because the story told me he had cornflakes, right?
Yes.
Kyle.
Who helps the boy get dressed?
Also a thin question because the story told me and it showed me in the pictures that the dad helped him get dressed. Sophia.
Does the girl get dessert before eating her meal?
Which the story also told me, right? Do you see a pattern? Thin questions are always right there in the text. All right, let's go over to thick questions, Samson.
Why does the sister care that his mom and dad help her brother?
Okay, why is that one a thick question, Ethan? Why do you think that question, that first question, why is that a thick question? You want to phone a friend?
I just trying to read it over again.
It says, why does the sister care that his mom and dad help her brother?
Because she doesn't get help and she thinks it's harder.
She doesn't think it's fair, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can read one, go ahead.
Why does the sister feel like her parents love her brother more?
Why do you think, let's make an inference, why do you think that the sister loves her more? Anyone, Samson?
I think the parents love the brother more because, well, he's a little more younger than her and he's more of a baby, so.
He needs some more helping taken care of,
Yeah.
right? Alright, so now that you've heard my thin and thick questions, I want one big person and one thin person to come up here on my anchor chart and write for me. You may use my anchor chart right here. If you forget your sentence stems and if you forget what they are, you can refer back to this, okay? You go ahead and write a thick question for me. Right here. You want to do thin? You can pick one. Reagan, thick or thin? Go ahead. Thick? Okay. Kathy, you do thin then. And while they, you want to do thick? Alright, then wait until Reagan's done and then you can do thick. I need a thin person, Samson. And while they're doing that, I want to talk about what you came up with. So Kylie, do you want to share a thin question with me?